Good morning, children. I know you have learned so many new things in your summer camp session. And let's start with the new one today again. If you remember, few days back it was raining cats and dogs. Cats and dogs? Does it mean that cats and dogs were falling from the sky? No, it doesn't mean that. It is an idiom that it was raining cats and dogs. It means that it was raining heavily. Now, what is an idiom? An idiom is an expression that cannot be understood from the meaning of its separate words. It do not express the actual literal meaning. If a literal meaning is like it was raining cats and dogs, the cats and dogs were falling from the sky. But idioms have a different meaning. In your today's activity, I'm going to read out a story that has been given in your worksheet also, and it includes 10 to 15 idioms. I will explain all those idioms, and for your convenience, we have given the visual representation of the idioms so you can understand them in a better way. Now, let us start with the story. I awoke earlier than usual on the particular morning. I think I was. I think it was because I felt a bit under the weather. Weather means like the weather is too hot today, it's too cold today, under the weather. It means that the person was not feeling well. He or she was sick. The health was not good. And I knew it would be a horrible day when I opened my curtains to find it was raining cats and dogs. Again, the same idiom, raining cats and dog means it was raining heavily. A heavy pour of rain is called raining cats and dogs. My mum called me down for breakfast and said, "Come here at once, young lady. I've got a bone to pick with you." Got a bone to pick with you? Was some bone lying there that both of them want to pick? No. This idiom means that someone is annoyed with you. Let's take an example. You had a test in your class and you got less marks, and you have hidden that test paper somewhere, and your mother caught that. And when you are back from outside, you went outside to play with your friends, and when you are back at your home, your mother said, "Come, child, I have a bone to pick with you." It means she's annoyed with you because of something you did. What you did? You didn't tell her that you have scored less marks in your test. Don't do such things. Okay, let's continue. What have I done now? I replied, "You lied about your homework this week." That was it. I have been caught red-handed. Caught red-handed? My hands were red. Again an idiom. When you are caught doing something. For example, your parents are sleeping and you are caught stealing ice cream from the refrigerator. You are caught red-handed. Your throat is not good and you want to eat ice cream, and you are getting that from the refrigerator, and suddenly your mother wakes up and she's catching you red-handed doing something wrong. And it was time to face the music. Face the music means to accept the consequences, to accept the result of what you have done before. Means she has to now face what she has hidden from her mother. That was when my mum completely lost her head. How did you find out? I mumbled. Lost her head? She was out of her mind. She was very annoyed and upset about what you have done. A girl from your school rang and said she needed your help. "Susan, somebody," she yelled. I couldn't think who she was talking, but The name rang a bell. By this point, we were at complete loggerheads with each other. Loggerheads with each other means we were in the full dispute, conflict. We were at dispute with each other. In my opinion, she was just making a mountain out of a molehill. Mountain out of a molehill means to exaggerate the things. The things are small, but someone is exaggerating it. They are stretching the things to make it big ones. That is making a mountain out of the molehill. But I suppose she did not have a point. I knew I should not have lied, and so I told her I'd try to turn over a new leaf. She said, I'll try to turn over a new leaf. It means that I'll start with something better one. I want to close this thing now, and I'm going to start something better now. I'll start with a new one now. Let's continue. I left the house at 8:30 a.m. When I arrived, my two groups of friends were having a huge argument. I tried not to get into hot water. Not to get into hot water. I do not want to get into that dispute that the friends were having. But then I realized the fight was my fault and I could not just sit on the fence. Sit on the fence means when you have to take decision between two things and you are delaying to take the decision. Means she's saying that the argument was because of her and she cannot just avoid that. She cannot just sit on the fence. Why did you let cat out of the bag? Let the cat out of the bag? To let the no secret to someone. When you have told someone's secret to someone else, it means you have let the cat out of the bag. About me being caught shoplifting. My so-called friend Mary aimed at me. I don't know what to say, so I just stared at her. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Cat got your tongue means someone is expecting you to speak, but you are standing quiet, not saying anything. It means cat got your tongue. Then Mary continued, you are always blowing your own trumpet. This one is not highlighted, blowing your own trumpet. You are always talking about your own achievements. You are feeling proud about your own doings, what you have been doing. That's your trouble, as if you never do anything wrong. At last, Mary accepted my apology and we agreed to bury the hatchet. Bury the hatchet means to end up the argument and become friends again. When you are having a fight with your friend, you should bury the hatchet. It means that you should end up the argument and you should be friends again. As I left that day and began to walk home with Mary, I felt a completely different feeling inside compared with how I'd felt in the morning. I was on the top of the world. Top of the world means I was extremely happy about something because the argument was finished and they were friends again. Knowing my friendship with Mary had survived through thick and thin. Thick and thin means through good times and through bad times. In our friendship, we face many times situations that are not good, and sometimes we face very happy situations also. So she is saying that my friendship had survived through thick and thin. Once you know how to understand these idioms, you can be a better learner, a writer, a good speaker, and you can be a good listener also. So in your today's worksheet, please go through these idioms once and try making your own story. Not using all of them, but yes, use 5 to 7 of them and make your own story. Enjoy this activity.